What's up, you guys? How y'all doing? It's Zoom, and I'm back for another subject. Couple of ones that we have to go on over today. You feel me? I feel like we need to keep on exposing them, exposing what they're doing. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, if we don't do this, nobody's gonna do it for us. You feel me? They got us in these shambles in this life and everything. You feel like you're tangled and all that stuff. You feel me? But a lot of times it's some fake ass shit they created in your mind. You feel me? So let's jump into this. So basically, we already have been, hearing about all these weird viruses and stuff that they got going on, but now they're talking about a parasite. You feel me? But let's see, because like every time they talk, that they snitch on themselves.
Is first for the United States, with the country's first confirmed case of New World screwworm in Maryland, according to health officials there. This is a flesh-eating parasite that officials say was found.
How that shit even come through? You feel me? You see the shit that they pull up with? You feel me? A parasite. You feel me? That came out of a rare case from the CDC. We all know all those are fucking devil, entities behind them. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing good for it.
Earlier this month, and somebody who had recently traveled to El Salvador. The good news, they're saying that the risk.
So wait, you know what I'm saying? So you find this in one person, and you on one person. This is shit though. Every time, even with all the bullshit they had all the way back to 2019, it's the same crap. It was a mistake. It just happened.
The spreads is very low. This parasitic worm is usually found in animals. It can be.
Okay, I have this question to tell y'all though. Like, how is it that like it always gets inside of an animal before it gets to us? So an animal that they want us to eat, and something you got to keep in mind is like those cows that they're showing you is just footage. You feel me? Like they're not doing cows and all that stuff that like they used to the meat that you eat. Everything you already seen the 3D printers and all that stuff. They're printing meat with machines. You feel me? So you don't even know if it's real meat. You know what I mean? Like it's just a chemical that they use. You feel me? Couple juices, couple weird mixed up the flavor, and that's it. They tricked you. They don't have nothing natural no more.
Found in pets, for example, but it can be pretty damaging beyond that. It can kill whole herds of cattle, and the USDA estimates a bad outbreak could devastate.
Of course, almost $1 billion, which is 1 plus 8 is 9. You feel me? Like it always has to be like that, cause that's some devil shit. I'm telling y'all. Like, how can a parasite just come out of nowhere? A flesh eating. Where you telling me this is the place I'm supposed to live as a human? This is where I'm supposed to be, and this plate just so happens to create flesh eating worm? Like that makes sense to you? Like, do you really think that the place where you were supposed to be as a human being, nature and everything, why is there flesh eating things? You shouldn't be. Only on the devil world you see this shit. Only in the devil
beef
world.
Industry in Texas to the tune of nearly $2 billion. I want to bring in ABC medical contributor Dr. Kavita Patel.
Of course, they're gonna be you some fake ass people like the one on the right there. Both of these is clowns. They're not gonna tell you any good. You feel me? But the one on the right seems to have more power on you just because you see them in that little suit that they have. You feel me? Infirmary or whatever. They're not there to help you. You feel me? They supposed to get you a treatment. You feel me? Which is slowly but surely gonna kill you at the end. It's nothing that's gonna keep you alive, keep you from getting disease. These motherfuckers, they just want to kill y'all.
Dr. Kavita Patel, you knew if there was a flesh-eating parasite, we were gonna be talking about it on this show.
See, even the way you see her talking, you can see the hand movements, the face. It's a joke to this person. It's a joke. It's written off a script. You feel me? And y'all think it's real. They're using fear tactics. That's why they get to control so many people, because if the collective mind is scared, that's it.
And what we need to know, right? We thought this was eradicated, didn't we? Didn't we think this was pretty much wiped out?
Yeah. You hear that? Oh, didn't we think it was pretty much wiped out? Okay. So, you see, they can tell you something was wiped out and bring it right back.
You're right, Hallie. It was eradicated. This was done decades.
It was eradicated. Let's do a little search real quick. Eradicated, what it means, right? So you see this right here, right? This is what the AI says, since they want to trust AI so much. So eradicated is the past tense to eradicate, which means to completely remove, destroy, get rid of something, often something harmful, such as disease or a problem. So you see, they told you this thing was eradicated, but we right back in this.
You're right, Hallie. It was eradicated. This was done decades ago. For a fascinating mechanism, we actually raised billions of sterilized screwworm flies. We raised the flies.
They raised them. You feel me? So If it's flies that got this virus or something, they're the ones who made it. Cause I could tell you, a fly, the first fly in the world didn't have all this screwworm shit that they're talking about. You see what I'm talking about? This is some bullshit, bro.
Them with radiation and then drop them out of planes. You feel like this is a science fiction movie. It was real. Over Mexico and
they keep mentioning the fiction, the movies, and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, these movies show you some shit that you feel like it's more than life. You feel me? It's bigger than life type shit. You feel me? The movies, right? But when they make those things, then they have to see something like that to be able to even draw it or even like write it in the script. Like I'm saying, like they're showing you all these weird creatures in these movies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why is he so far fetched that these things are probably real? Because it's a depiction that they have of the thing. You feel me? They seen something and now they put it into a picture. This is what they're doing over here.
Central America, because the flies can't reproduce, they can't propagate the screwworm fly.
So basically what they did to eradicate it, they raised some of their own, right, and sent them right to the ones that were already spreading the virus. So basically those stopped from reproducing and all that stuff. So they died, right? Everything died. So you know this should never been open again. But you see, like even when they tell y'all they have these labs where they have like they be hiding these viruses or sometimes antidotes and things like that. You know, if if a catastrophe happens, you feel me, a war or something, you know, if it happens, because they plan for it, they already know, you feel me, y'all the ones who are getting brainwashed through it, you know what I'm saying, predictive programming and all that, get y'all ready to accept the thing that's coming, you feel me, because y'all not gonna accept it right off the bat, it's gonna take you a little while. This is what they did. That's
basically how we created this barrier zone, which has worked for decades until recently as it's broken down.
Wow, it just so happens to stop working. You feel me? They always trying to make it seem like a coincidence, and then again, they created that word, give it to us. You feel me? Give us the meaning to it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like we don't know anything. They give us stuff and tell us what it is. You feel me? When it has like a 10 other things hidden behind it. You feel me? But we don't be looking for that.
Region, and then it can spread from there. Is it not at all bad for humans? Is it a little bad for humans? Can it not spread to humans? Like, how concerned should we be? Yeah, so the concern, obviously, for humans is there. It's treatable. So it's not just that we need to identify it, but it's also, Hallie, the implication for cattle and for crops and for people, for animals. So it's people, animals.
This is the same crap they keep bringing. It's like the bird flu. It's like the bird flu. The bird is out here living his life. You feel me? Like nothing wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Walking, breathing, eating, drinking, everything. You feel me? But it seems it has a flu. It has some type of virus in it, but it doesn't have any symptoms. So how the fuck? How the fuck did we get ourselves affected if the cow or the animal is not even affected? You feel me? This is the bullshit they're gonna use because now they're trying to clear everything out. You feel me? They're trying to stop the real cows, you know, the real farms, the real eggs and all that stuff. They're trying to go like mass production in like those, you know, factories. Nothing natural anymore. You feel me? They control us. They control everything. If they control your food, what goes into you, feed your brain and all that stuff. Why you think a lot of people can't really use their brain like they're supposed to? Because all these things are supposed to turn your brain to mush. Everything that they give you.
All of our ecosystem, they can be exposed to this. So what happens basically is they kind of hatch their eggs and larvae into like an open wound, and this could be in any animal, including a human, but it could be in cattle. And then once the eggs hatch, they then actually eat the flesh. And unfortunately, obviously, that cannot do any good for any sort of cattle ranchers or ranchers and farmers in general. And it results in culling these crops. And if it can happen to a human.
Look at these nasty things that they're showing y'all. And those are the things, like right here on this picture, you see it. It's somewhere controlled, a controlled environment that they have, and they just have them laying down on the table playing with them with the little tweezers as if this, you feel me? And then they come on the news and they tell you this thing is giving flesh eating disease and all that stuff. We don't know where it came from. But we know everything about it. You feel me? Yet we know everything about it. But that's what it is, though. All right. We're gonna check something else.
Some dental health experts say overall oral health could get much worse. Already 42% of adults over the age of 30 have gum disease, and an overwhelming majority of adults 20 to 64 have experienced
All those is coding, but the things they do with the dental stuff and everything. How they know? First of all, how they know how people brush their teeth just to have numbers like that? You feel me?
decay at some point. It is not just in the US, though. Dental hygiene, it's suffering worldwide, and experts say it's largely because people are actually not brushing their teeth correctly.
Wow, that's crazy. This video is like a day, like couple hours. You feel me? So in 2025, you're talking to people like, oh, we're not doing it correctly. How are we not doing it correctly? Like, honestly, if we were supposed to do it correctly, we shouldn't even be using these things. We shouldn't even be using all these chemicals and stuff. You feel me? In this world, you gotta pay extra for things that haven't been played with, like tempered with. It's crazy. Like, the more something is like natural, the more they're gonna make it more expensive. And even then, most of the time, it's still fake. That's the thing, though. They don't stop. They just keep going. And this shit is fake, too. Because now they're about to tell you another way to fuck your shit up.
Contributor Elizabeth Cohen joins us now to talk more about this. Elizabeth, good morning. Good to have you with us. I know you spoke with
Elizabeth two Dutch devil name
dental experts. They've assembled a team of budding scientists. This is such an intriguing project. These two Dutch researchers, one dental hygienist and one dentist.
Like, it's so crazy. It's like, you can clearly see the person right here in the background. You can clearly tell this is CGI. So it's not even in the actual place. The background is not even there. You feel me? This is how they keep lying to you guys. You don't even know this is a real person talking to you. How long has it been? How long has it been? You see why I say most people today are stupid? Because a lot of people gonna look at this and be like, oh, I've been brushing my teeth wrong. Yeah, because the news says it. 10 years ago, 1 + 5 is 6. We already know what's going on over here.
A team of PhD students who are sifting through all these studies with
pink, white, and blue, of course, for the, these people.
them, and they still have several more years to go. But they said in about 3 years, they hope to have this manifesto that will tell us exactly what the best techniques are for keeping our.
So these are the best techniques. Which kind of toothbrush is best? Okay, they're all the same. They're all the same at the end of the day. You feel me? Whether it's expensive that you bought it, whether it's cheap that you bought it, it's the same crap. You feel me? Because you're not putting anything natural in your mouth. You feel me? All those things are foreign chemically made. So anything that is gonna do inside of your mouth is hurtful. You feel me? It's gonna do more bad than good. You feel me? Because they want to make you feel bad if you have yellow teeth and all that stuff. But that's because they put all kinds of crap in our foods. The little candies, all these fake things that sticks on your teeth. They know what they're doing, man. They know.
What are some of the biggest risks of having poor dental hygiene? Like, remind us how this can be so bad for your health overall. Yeah, so obviously, as just like you were saying, Savannah, it's not just bad for your teeth and gums. It's, teeth and gums alone are responsible for millions of ER visits in the U.S. every year. But in addition, your mouth is connected to the rest of your body. So it's got poor gum disease or gum disease and gums in poor condition.
Okay, there it goes. So they already know what's going on over here. They already know what's going on. You feel me? It's not like they don't know. They're trying to figure out something that's best for y'all. They already know that there's gonna be a disease coming because they know what y'all eat. They're the ones who sell you that stuff, tell you it's good for you, tell you it tastes all this and that. Now you eat it, and later on they come to you with some bullshit like this, gum disease. You've been eating this too much. You've been eating sweets too much. Yeah, diabetes, heart and liver, everything. Come on, guys. They're getting you to panic. Because this is when they have these little ghost symptoms. The ghost symptoms. They tell you that, you might have the disease, but you don't have the symptoms. So they put that out there so that the collective mind, because now it's like everybody can get it. You feel me? Now it's like everybody can get it. Even if you don't feel like you have it, you might have it. So they can include everybody. And that's how they steer people. The masses. Of course they know that. Of course they know that. They know what they give you. They know what they do to your body.
Those experts are trying to answer, which begs the overall question. What can people do to make sure they're cleaning their gums and teeth thoroughly? What are some of the...
Let's hear.
Right, so I asked the researchers, all right, well, we don't want to wait 3 years to find out what your magnum opus is going to say. So give me some things now that you feel pretty confident about. So they said, first of all, brush your teeth twice a day, your teeth and your gums, with a fluoride toothpaste. Use an electric tooth.
All these chemicals and okay, now they're saying that the regular toothbrush is bad, right? And now they want you to use the electric one. Now there's electric current, just in your mouth for some reason, and I don't think that that's a natural thing that should happen. You feel me? Like anything that's tech that you're trying to put on your body, even your phone is harming your body right now. Just you sleeping to it, standing next to it, and everything. Your computer, you feel me? So think about something that you put in your mouth that you're probably gonna swallow a little bit of, and it's gonna go straight into your organism. Brushing the teeth, and you need to come and tell them. This is why I say people are dumb, bro. People are dumb, bro. And this is the way they're showing you. You telling me now they came up with all this stuff and put out all this show just to tell you how to brush your teeth? Nah, they're telling you how to kill yourself. I'm telling you, because those chemicals, they gradually kill you over a long time. Because they've been understanding that if they kill you, like you consume some type of chemical and then you die like 2 hours later, people would know that's what killed you. But 5 years, you can't come back to them.
It's the amount of toothpaste, just the size of a pea. They said if you use too much, actually what you're doing is you're tricking yourself into seeing all this frothiness, and you might think that you're cleaning your teeth, but really you're not. So all you need is a pea-sized amount. They had another tip that I thought was really interesting.
Yo, this is sounding very dumb to me. We're gonna go to the next one. This don't make no sense at all.
Which is probably what we should do. They need help badly. Chicago desperately needs help.
But late today, this from Chicago's Democratic mayor.
What you mean they need help? You're the one who created like the whole scene over there. You feel me? Y'all the ones who made people famous and rich. You feel me? The models of their generations are killers, robbers, liars, manipulators, along with the female. Y'all made it cool to kill people. Y'all made it cool to finesse people. Y'all made it cool to do all types of harm to people because they put the money behind it. Because people will do anything for the money. You gotta start looking at things for what they are. The red and blue they're showing you all the time. I'm telling you. It's just to worship their evil master. This is all devil shit, man. Why is it everything has to be about death? Feel me?
Who notes the city's murder rate is down 32%.
Of course, 32%. 6 coding. We already know this shit.
This stunt that this president is attempting to execute is not real. It doesn't help drive us towards a more safe, affordable big city.
And Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Nobody's trying to be safe out here. Okay? Nobody's trying to be safe in this. Everything y'all be doing is creating the chaos. This is what y'all wanted to happen. So don't come and tell people that y'all want to get back to something safe. It's just a lie they've been selling us for thousands of years. Of course. That's for sure. Don't worry about Trump. Don't worry about none of them guys. Just be sure that this thing will keep going. All 3-6 coding right here. 3 homicides, 27 people. 2 plus 7 is 9. And the 9, well, we already know it's a 6. 3 6s right there. They know what they're doing. It's not even the right number of people that died, but it doesn't matter because for them it has the code.
We still have a problem. We have a problem with illegal guns. We have a high murder rate. We need help with that. If Trump really...
What help could they bring? You feel me? If they could have done something, they would have done it. But now, everybody wants to have a gun and shoot people. It's just a Call of Duty war out there. You feel me? Especially for people who want to be famous and all this stuff. So, stop faking this shit on the news. Trying to make it look like y'all care. Y'all don't care. That's how it got like this. That's how it got like this.
Like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator.
He's gonna lie to you no matter what. This thing, I can't even call it a human right now, but this thing is trying to trick you. Like if you look at the face, you know this is not even some human. You feel me? It's just not human. You feel me? This is the devil right there, sitting and talking to you. You feel me? And y'all looking at him for help. What you mean a dictator? Of course he is. Of course he is. You feel me? He knows everything that's going on. Y'all heard about what happened with with Jeffrey Epstein, right? He's mad at Jeffrey Epstein because he didn't give him an art underage girl back. That's it. Epstein took this little girl from Trump and left basically, and he's mad at him for that. That's why they don't talk to each other anymore. Look at this bullshit. Come on, man. You out here talking about trying to make something safe. Man, they trying to kill all of us. And then again, they're talking about putting him on the Mount Rushmore. Of course, that's the fakest shit on earth. Anybody who thinks that shit is good or whatever, something you should be like striving for, or whatever, bro. This is some devil puppet shit. Only devil puppet shit. They want you to idolize them. That's everything they want. So basically, the Trump supporters, I guess, they want him to, I guess, be on the Mount Rushmore. This is some devil shit. We already know. You know what I'm saying? Like every single one of these faces that you see here have served in a time. Either, oh god, what I was trying to say. The Mount Rushmore is just some devil worship, just like the Statue of Liberty and all those things. You feel me? They just put their puppets, give them rank and all that. Like, no, you can't even have proof that these things have existed. You feel me? Because I don't want to call them humans. They're not. You feel me? They're not. They're just characters controlled by an entity that we might not even be able to see, honestly. You feel me? Because, like, this thing that they're trying to do is just more worship for the devil at the end of the day. The fact that people see Trump as this, I guess, high status dude or whatever that you should be striving for and all, he's everything that you're scared of. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's really sad that people believe in him. You feel me? That like they really believe he about to save them, about to do something. Like people really got their heart out for him, but he's a devil puppet. He don't care, has no heart, has no feeling. He don't care. It's only the goal of its masters.
Mount Rushmore, an American icon. Did it just blow your mind? It was a little overwhelming when you first see it. Untouched for more than 80 years, there is now an effort by some supporters of Donald Trump to add his face to the
Like, it's no surprise. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it look like, oh, they have to put him in all that. You feel me? They did the fake ass shooting and all that. You feel me? Like, when they want to really put a puppet like in a pedestal, yeah, they know how to do it.
I think history is going to show that he's in the same pantry. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has a.
And the crazy thing is, like, all those history that they're talking about, every single one of them is fake. Every single one of them is fake. None of them is real. People out here believing all this bullshit, all connected to the devil. Because at the end of the day, they harvest your energy for that. Just you thinking of them, just you thinking of an entity that they put on earth, a character that they put on earth, this person, this president, this this lawyer, this person, any of them, they're part of them. A lot of people you see every day are not real. A lot of them. I think it's gonna shock a lot of people, but a lot of people you see every day, they're not real, okay? You gotta understand that they're people connected to the matrix. You see people sometimes doing shit that, they don't really have control over the system working through them, because some of these people are made artificially already. Y'all already living with artificial motherfuckers. You feel me? So it's all connected. They control them. Just be safe out there.
That would add Trump to Mount Rushmore. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum left open the possibility.
Will we ever see President Trump's face on Mount Rushmore?
And of course, they're gonna use a drag like this to tell you. Of course.
Anna Paulina Luna has a bill in Congress that would add Trump to Mount Rushmore. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum left open the possibility.
Will we ever see?
This is a straight dude, you feel me? But every time they get to trick you with the hair, I don't know if the hair, the makeup, whatever, but like these things is ugly. You feel me? Things I can't even speak without a script.
President Trump's face on Mount Rushmore. What do you think?
Well, they certainly have room for it, but
honestly, they already made the decision. It's nothing that, like, they're trying to make it look like it's actual real people going all out for Trump to get put on this shit. But so this is the last topic I'm gonna cover today. But basically, I find it kind of weird that they're not mentioning this shit, like, now in 2025. You feel me? This thing happened 20 years ago, right? The Katrina thing, right? And That event, was of course fake. You know what I'm saying? They made it up. You feel me? They made it happen. You feel me? Because they have hurricane, control. They have weather control. They're the ones who make it rain. That's how they get to tell you the weather before it even happens. Sometimes your phone give you a notification. I remember one time it was raining. My phone sent me a notification. It said the rain will end soon. You feel me? I was like, how the fuck? You feel me? Cause like it came out, like my phone vibrated and everything. You feel me? I was like, damn, for real? How they know? Cause they have whatever technology that does that. You feel me? The planes they be having, bringing clouds, bringing rain, all that type of stuff. So a hurricane, yeah, of course. And there's plenty of music. You feel me? That they're talking about that in it. You feel me? That the rappers is actually telling you the truth about these things. But again, when people listen to rap music, it usually tends to take them into drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the music is. You feel me? Like whatever drug the rapper you're listening to, or like the singer, or whatever is doing, you most likely gonna be on that. You feel me? So people don't really get to see these little things, but they put.
By Katrina. Moving into the warm waters of the Gulf, Katrina rapidly intensified.
That's perfect conditions for a hurricane.
You see this shit that they show you in the background on the screen. You feel me? You feel me? So you're telling me this is when, you feel me? This is energy that's moving right in the sky and stuff, and y'all can get it, see it live. Come on, bro. They have the tools.
Strengthen.
They're the ones
On
doing
August
it.
27th, as Katrina closed in on New Orleans, Mayor Ray Nagin first issued a voluntary.
It was something. It was something planned. Like for real, this thing was planned. They knew what they were doing. You feel me? They have weather control. That's why they wanted to get the people out. It's the same stuff that happened in LA, right? The fires and stuff, people houses burning and all that stuff, and then insurance. I'm saying that I think there's even an episode. I think there's an episode of Boondocks that even covered this. You feel me? That where there was Lil Wayne in it, and Lil Wayne also made a song about that. You feel me? So they're all puppets in this. You feel me? It was planned. They wanted to get the people out of there, and I don't know, build some other shit or do whatever. Once they decide that they want a certain area, that's the things they're gonna use. They can use fire. They got lasers too. You feel me? I'm telling y'all. Even the shit you see in games and movies, they had to see it somewhere. You feel me? They had to see it somewhere before they could show you. You feel me?
Evacuation warning.
This is a once in probably a lifetime event.
Of course.
Upgrading that warning to the city's first ever mandatory evacuation order the next day. Just 19 hours before landfall.
Of course, 19.
Now a
category. Exactly. They even had it at that time. They gave you a little graphic of like how it went, cause they know they're the ones who placed those there. Exactly. You even know the speed and all, like, all accurate and shit. And you know everything. You feel me? It can't be accurate. You feel me? But it's a story they made up, so that's how it's gonna be delivered.
For those with nowhere to go and no way to get out, the super.
Yeah, that's the shit they do. That's the shit they do. You feel me? Because now they be having people move because they can't afford the rent anymore when they raise it. So now you see things like this, they do it. So you have no choice but to depend on them in situations like this. For example, if you're not rich at this point, and already have something set up in the whole other place where, you know what I'm saying, you're good. But for most people, you're gonna depend on the government. Now that they flooded your house, your neighborhoods, and everything, because they got that power. They're out here playing God on earth. But just in this little circle where we at, because this is just a small part of the world. Remember, only animals supposed to be here. That's how they have more advantages of us and everything. You feel me? They don't even get that much, problem. Of course, until the devil people come around and try to, change them and do certain things. You seen what's been happening with those squirrels. All of a sudden, squirrels just started wanting to eat meat. Like, think about it. Think about it. How many years? How long does a squirrel live? You feel me? So you've been eating um veggies, vegetables, and stuff. You feel me, the whole time, and now all of a sudden you want meat? No, it's them. Even the mosquitoes. I'm telling you, ain't no way the mosquito happened naturally. Like all these blood sucking carnivore, whatever, all that stuff is devil shit. Same shit. links back to the blood that they want to shed. That's it. You feel me?
Dome was opened as a refuge of last resort.
Exactly. Number 6, coding. Of course, that's sick. Look at these fake ass videos that they're showing you. Look, first of all, if this thing was really happening like a tornado, right? It wouldn't. You wouldn't even be able to film it. That's a lie right there. You feel me? Those are videos they just made up to put on the news.
And Category 3, a last-minute shift spared New Orleans from a direct hit.
You also know what category it is. So you see, so like sometimes they be having hurricane and shit like that. They tell you it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, whatever, all the way up to 10. I guess it gets to there. So think about it. If they already have the category, the name, like they even give it a name. Don't you find that weird? Since when the wind has a name? Come on, man.
Almost immediately, the wind roaring.
Look at this shit, bro. Telling y'all, it's the reason why that they're talking about this right now. That they put this thing out again just to show y'all, to remind y'all that they can do it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, guys, protect you and yours. Really be careful out here. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you would like to see. I'll see y'all on the next one. This was Zoom and I'm out.